Big shout out, big shout out, big shout out, big shout out to everyone watching. This Jrod on point. Good morning. Super Bowl Sunday. It hit different. It hit different. Give me a mic check 1 2 1 2. Give me a mic check 1 2 1 2. How everyone doing in this beautiful morning? Big shout out to Grant. Big shout out to Amy Conway on the chat. Very appreciated. Thank you for being here as always. Is your host the most Jrod on point. Thank you, Amy Conway, for the mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Thank you so much. We always have to start, we always have to start the show with the right vibes. Is I don't know. It hit different. It hit different when Jrod on point turned on the camera. When I go and hang out with the best community, the true crime community. Thank you so much. We're gonna be talking today about the Idaho for Bryan Kohberger case, the perfect crime? Question mark. Second topic: do you believe anything you hear? Listen, every time I come here to YouTube, listen, my plans are not like to really bring the fuckery, but in true crime, it's so much fuckery between content creators, the information is being put out there that is garbage in some cases, and then having to deal with as a content creator with constant emails of these legacy media operative, legacy media agents, legacy media that works for the state. Let me repeat: legacy media that works for the state, reaching out to me in many different forms, many different males and female names, and they send into my emails the same narrative that I see from other content creators. The idiots keep trying to reach out, offering me sources, sending email with information that I see that is being displayed and shared in other content creators' channels. Big content creators, small content creators with faces, content creators with no faces and produce voices. Because I don't know if y'all realize, but if y'all realize and y'all been paying attention, and again, if y'all want to be like these greatest investigators in true crime, like y'all say y'all want to be, y'all should be paying attention to those content creators that don't show no face. So obviously you can't tell if it's the real voice, even though if you see the real faces anyway. But those content creators that never show you their faces and you don't know who they are. But the crazy thing is, I'm doing great, Amy Conway. Thank you so much. Big shout out to Amy Conway. We're doing great over here. Family doing great. I'm doing great. Ain't nothing changed over here. Everything good. And it gets better when we get the appreciation from the community, as always y'all do every week. Listen, I don't promote or unleash the donation request a promotion. Uh, but I do not share. I don't like to share other people that actually send cash app week. Why? Because the haters. You see the haters. I'm not trying. I'm not trying to have the people that put money on our pocket every week. I'm not trying to have those people harassed by stalkers and haters. Give me more. Send it. Send the love, send the hate, send the donations. Keep it coming. You know what the plan is. I've been sharing my plans with God for many years by now. Many years. Wow, since 2022. Mm, man. Yeah, no, sis, is you know why the reasons. Like you know better than anyone what's the reasons for that. You know what I mean? Because the haters, the stalkers, the why you yeah, 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 yeah. This is the motherfuckers that support this man. He evil. Listen, put it like this: if they go against the people that comes and hang out in the chat, and that's why I know that the majority of viewers between members, subscribers, mods, randoms, people that just curious. Um, Listen, I know that everyone that comes to this channel, it could come for multiple reasons. It could be hate watch. It could be love watch. People that love us and support us and knows what we all about. Um, but if we have seen for the past few years how haters attack, just think about this for a second. If someone that don't have nothing to say, if whatever I'm saying don't make no sense, if anything I'm saying doesn't have a point, if anything that I try to do here is for nothing, right? What the fuck you here? If I don't have nothing to say, if what I'm saying is poop, what the fuck you doing here? Hating, hating, because that's all what it is, hate. Just think about this for a second before we start the show, right? Because I gotta introduce y'all with the fuckery right away. I can't. I The truth and nothing but the truth, right? So if the majority of people that is watching, like right now we got 28 people watching, big shout out to y'all. Thank you so much. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe and share the content. So if we have seen for the past the people attack, haters attack the people that comes to our chat to have conversations with us, to talk about what we talk about. We In reality, if you realize, this channel is not like any other true crime channel out there, because you know like I see like the only ones that I see that are the most to keep it real with themselves is like Speak Van Holden, Lana Ariani, Snooty Goose, AR Hayes. The ones that I see that they keep it real, like they are themselves. They're not trying to be preppy. They're not trying to be squares. They're not trying to talk to you with these big words and you know what I'm saying? Like a little bit of ghetto is seasoning. You know what I mean? A little bit of ghetto is seasoning. A little bit of hood is seasoning. It's all what it is. You know, it's a lot of people. Listen, we all have different DNAs. We all have different DNAs. So we all different, right? You go to those that you see fit, those that you could relate with, those that you could sit there, watch or listen and appreciate the conversation. But oh my God, for someone like Jrod Point with a small channel, thank you, thank you, thank you. We just reached 2.1, 2,100 subscribers. Thank you so much. We 200 subscribers away. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 200 subscribers away to reach our goal from last year. Actually, not last year. Let's say when we lost the channel in 2023. I did promise ya. And again, you have seen the videos. We have what, 88 subs when we started again. We have 88 subs. And look at what we at today, thanks to you that have believed in me, that have given me the benefit of the doubt. And for that, I'm very appreciated. And I feel that I own ya the best services that I could give you in true crime and with any type of content that I will share here in this channel, all the other channels that we have on our network. We just introduced Idaho 4 chat room. Everybody been asking me, where's True Crime chat room? Where's True Crime chat room? Well, True Crime chat room right now is in probation. True Crime chat room right now is on probation and is on the hands of the Team YouTube. Big shout out to Team YouTube. Big shout out to Team YouTube. Very appreciated. We appreciate everything y'all do. And thank you for allowing us to be here tonight. But yeah, True Crime chat room is on probation. You know, when you pissed off evil witches and shit, they like, listen, when you pissed off the coven, when you pissed off the coven, listen, they don't stop fucking with you until they get something. But all the videos are back up. Listen, listen. Even if this channel goes down tonight, please, Lord Jesus, don't let that happen. Even if this channel will go down tonight, I have all the videos. I have all the live streams. So the only thing that you're doing with that, it's just making me start from scratch with more content. You making me start like you literally giving me, if that ever happened, y'all would have give me a vacation uploading by timeline, uploading all the content again, probably get double or triple the views that I'm getting right now, because you stupid. I will have more time for me and my girl and my kids. Listen, and I could utilize all time that y'all want to give me with them. Hey, listen, but y'all would give me a vacation so I could restart, prep everything, start uploading from scratch with more content. Y'all giving me the fame, not once, but it be twice, but the fame that I already have as a true crime content creator, that his channel got terminated when I had 2,300 subs, having thousands of views, already certified, co-signed by multiple content creators in YouTube true crime. They are those the pillars, the anchors of the true crime community. Have not just those that have co-signed for me, but those that has hate on me are the ones that co-sign me the most. And listen, that's the part that I sincerely gabagoo. Listen, mamma mia, listen, mortobello. It hit different. Listen, I'm a whole type of different beast. I'm a piece of shit. First and foremost. So anything that you say or do, it just tells me that you're mad. So the first one that gets mad lose the game, which is no game. But let's call it like that. I'm a whole different type of beast. I'm an instigator. I like to instigate shit. I'm a piece of shit. Listen, I've been saying this since 2022. For those that hate on me, understand that. Listen, if you go at me, it's gonna be bad for you. Just. I'm just saying. If you don't like people to talk about you, just act like you didn't hear anything that I said. Like all these idiots. Throw indirect comments, right? Which I know who they talking about, and they know they talking to me. And I'm over here like, yeah, you mad, you mad. Even your tone of voice changing shit. As soon as I get on your bitch ass shit. So if you think you're gonna come here and say anything is gonna piss me off or do anything that is gonna piss me off, you're just telling me that you are mad. You upset. Why? Ah, listen, before I start this show, yeah, know I have to bring you the news on the fuckery. That's first and foremost. Listen, if you're waiting for me to start talking about the Idaho phone Bryan Kohberger case, listen, skip it until you see that I'm talking about it. And we're gonna be here for a minute, and I'm really gonna fuck with you. Even not even listen, me not even trying to listen. Even when I'm not trying to fuck with you, somehow it seems that I'm fucking with you. So why you mad? Ah. But yeah, everything good, everything good, everything gravy. Over here having a good time. Life is great. Uh, Donations are coming and pouring in. People loving the show. People from all over the world loving the show, and I appreciate ya. It's some new subscribers there. I wanna shout out all the new subscribers. I know that you have to wait 24 hours to pop up on the chat, but we rather to have people that is being here for a little bit. I think that if you subscribe to someone, it's not just to come and talk to them when they live. And I don't know if y'all realize, but this weekend we have hit 3 for 3. We went live Friday. Y'all inspected that, didn't ya? I went live Saturday. Y'all inspected that, didn't ya? And today Sunday. And I know y'all was not expecting that one because I was like, man, listen, I might see y'all next week. But it hit different when Jrod on point just pop up, turn on the camera. I had something to say. And even though if it's just me and Amy Conway on the chat room, I promise you that is the best. I promise you that is the best show you will ever see. The best show you will ever see. That's guaranteed. Hey, the fuckery is real. The information is real. Everything is heartfelt. Everything's from the heart. We don't have no gimmicks. We don't have no crazy persona or fake characters. I'm being myself 100%. And whoever you see and hear is the same person that you're gonna hear on the phone and see in person. It's the same piece of shit. So just make sure you buckle up, click like, subscribe, and share the content because you are listening to Jrod on Point. I'm very humbled to be here. So today we're gonna start in the Idaho full Bryan Kohberger case. We're gonna start with legacy media operators. I'ma repeat, legacy media YouTube operators. we could also we could also call them legacy media YouTube agents. That is those people that reach out to YouTube content creators, small or big content creator. And I have realized that due to the information that they offer to me and the opportunities that they offer to me, as long as I'm working with them and as long as I'm working their narrative, as long as I'm sharing with you what the legacy media and multiple other content creators and YouTube true crime are giving to you, I have gotten to the conclusion that in the same way I told you in the Kiely Rodni case, there is a lot of content creators that are compromised. There is a lot of content creators that are only here for the dollar and for fast subscriptions. They rather to take their offer as long as they growing up quicker and faster than others to make look appear and it seem like they are actually doing something or saying something that it should be listened to. But they will not tell you is behind the scenes they have these YouTube agents that come from legacy media, reaching out to them, giving them offers. If you say this, if you do this for me, I'll do this for you. Subscriptions, opportunities on TV, opportunities with other content creators, opportunities like we Court TV and Nancy Grace. I believe that this is the same people that is reaching out to these other content creators that you have seen in legacy media. So then if y'all reaching out not just to me, but to a whole bunch of other scheme of content creators, I end up with the conclusion that I might be the only true crime content creator not compromised by legacy media, not compromised by the machinery, not compromised by the state. Because here in true crime, the state are those that are forcing narrative in the same way we have seen it in many other cases. They also send hate. They also send people to hate you. They also try to play you out of position. And if they could, they will shut your channel down just because you are not compromised. Just because you are not following the chain of command, the behind closed doors chain of command. In other words, right, if we don't bow down for what these people and their agenda, they would try to take your channel out of circulation. Just because them can't allow, they just can't allow anyone that is an insider like myself, that they know and realize that I'm an insider. Inside of what, Jrod? Insider of what? I'm an insider. I know what they know. It's that simple. I know what they know. I'm not. Listen, man. We have YouTube true crime content creators that give the benefit of the doubt to Howard Blum, Megan Kelly, Nancy Grace, and all these other Court TV, Vini, and many others. Like, it's like, even when people say, like, what's your sources for you to know this? Is you mentally giving them the pass of, like, they actually know something? No, they don't. Listen, anyone in legacy media, they do not know the real story. No Howard Blum is no insider information. You know why? Because if the insider information, the sources that you say that you have, are telling you to share information that is false, and the only way for you to know that that information is false is the day that they all get exposed, if that day comes. But meanwhile, they keep playing a part, forcing narrative, and trying to have new YouTube true crime content creators sharing their information. That's why we could see here the majority of content creators that came on the Idaho fall out of fucking nowhere, out of the woodworks. Oh, I have something to say. Listen, they couldn't even say that about me when I first started on the Kiely Rodni case. Because when I got here and YouTube True Crime for the Kiely Rodni case, I was the only one that was on point. The only one. I could only be on point, and the only reason why in the Kiely Rodni case I got that support of not just big content creators, I got the recognition of content creators from outside of YouTube True Crime. Big shout out to King AK-47, the voice of the street. He's actually live right now. Big shout out to him. Big shout out to the legend, Johnny Gobble. Ow, 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 ow. Big shout out to Johnny Gobble. It hit different. Big shout out to Captain Court. Big shout out and it hit different, Captain Court. Knowing who I was back then in the Kiely Rodni case. Hey, I'm still here, guy. I'm still here. I have not changed. I'm only gotten better. If any change, it's for better. So, soft girl. Hey, big shout out. Even though y'all hate her, and I disagree with certain things that she does and how she does it, but big shout out. It hit different. Big shout out to soft girl. Big shout out to Square on Fire. Big shout out to Lake Time. What was that cowboy? I forgot his name though. I forgot his name because he's, oh my God. I forgot his name, but it was this dude. Oh my God, I forgot his name. Obviously, he was not that important. I think he's doing some other type of content with, he's not even doing true crime content creation no more. He's like going camping with his dog and shit, doing some other type of content. Why you talk shit? Hey, big shout out to, now that I'm saying people that talk shit. Hey, big shout out to our 22 cents. Big shout out to all these motherfuckers that I have gotten out of circulation after they started talking shit about me. But you see, if you enter to the ring, even though if you get knocked the fuck out, you should get up before they count 10. I'm just saying. If you got into the ring, you must make sure that if you get knocked the fuck out, you must get up before the count of 10. If not, why the fuck you got into the ring? Stupid. It's different. Big shout out to all those content creators like Mr. Detective John. Yeah, remember Detective John? That was the first J and Bree. Detective John, it was the first J and Bree. Did I say that? Yeah. Detective John, it was the first J and Bree. Listen, that man got so exposed and so embarrassed as a fraud. That motherfucker never came back. Between me and Rock Chalk, knock him the fuck out. Big shout out to Rock Chalk. It hit different. Big shout out to Rock Chalk Nation. But between me and Rock Chalk, we knocking the fuck out of here. That man was so embarrassed that he was like, man, fuck this shit. I'm gonna have excuses now. I got shit to do. I gotta send a shout out to all those content creators that co-sign for me either through love or through hate. Since 2022, I appreciate ya because y'all only created a beast. Y'all only created a beast. I'm here. I'm happy. I'm glad to be here with y'all having conversations and glad to try to find out, you know what I'm saying, with y'all and the work that we do and what happening with all these true crime cases that we work. You know, we really want to give you the potency of what we do here, the homework and anything that we talk about. I want to make sure that y'all get the best of all. Okay, because every time y'all come here, I want y'all not just to come here with the mentality of having conversations about these particular cases, but I also want you to enjoy yourself. I also want y'all to have a smile on your face. And if anyone is going through something, it's me. So let me handle that shit. Listen, I'm a problem solver. Don't you worry. I'll be fine. I will always keep coming back. So as long as you see the name Jrod Point, you know where I'm at. Big shout out to everyone that has been subscribing to our channels. And I appreciate y'all so much. But again, we cannot follow the majority of true crime content creators due to the reality of they being told what to say. And if you realize when you have multiple content creators sharing the same information or being like on the same type of like putting videos out and whatever this one said, it sounds like what this one said, and it's like on the same kind of pattern, y'all know that they compromise. So keep your eye open with all those content creators that you see sharing like the same information on their channels. The majority of them, if not all of them, are compromised because they what they sharing with you is just what they get in emails. These people don't do a thing. These people don't know nothing. They don't know no one. They're not even trying. Like, let's put it like this. So in the second topic, I'm gonna give you a little hint of what we're gonna do in the second topic, right? Give me 1 second. With the second topic, what I want to do is write down everything that y'all have heard that y'all believe. And then we're going to reply with, do you believe anything you hear? You believe everything you hear? So we got Amy Conway on the chat. Big shout out to her. If Amy Conway wants to share, if Amy Conway wanna share with us what she have heard, you know, the things that she have heard, especially because I know Amy Conway go to and visit multiple true crime content creators on the niche. and she's very reliable. Big shout out to Amy Conway. Thank you for being here. She's very reliable, and I trust her. So yeah, Amy Conway here, and I trust Amy Conway. And I have trust issues, but when I say I trust someone, I trust them. Um, if Amy, if you want to share with us in the chat stuff that you have heard in other content creators, um, we could give the people like a little example of what we're gonna do in a little bit, because I want to cover the part of the Idaho for Bryan Kohberger, the perfect crime. Why that? Because we have listened to Howard Blunt and Megan Kelly, like in the conversation, the latest conversation that they have. Howard was mentioning multiple times the perfect crime. The perfect crime. This narrative is being out there since 2022. And this is how you could tell that at this day today, they still pushing and forcing the same narrative from 2022 that it crumbled in court. It's not fair for the true crime community. It's not fair for the victims. It's not fair for no one. It's not fair for us as true crime content creators that now we have to somehow deal with people that either work for them or people that are just so uneducated. They don't have discernment. They don't is people. Okay, brother, help me here in other places. I went by now. Hold on, what you say? Okay, brother, help me here in other places. I went by now. No, yeah. Again, anything that it has call you attention. Anything of the information that you probably believe that is incorrect, or information that you believe that is correct, that you have heard through other content creators and whatnot, and we could probably share the substance and the roots of from where that take might come from. It's just like an exercise, is to share with the people that one segment of the show that is, you believe anything you hear, question mark. Like, we all grown adults, and if we all grown adults, we know for a fact that people lie. Some people lie, some people don't. Some people that I believe, like myself, at some point in my life, I was like the biggest liar, and never got caught lying. This is my share of today. Back in the days, in my days in the hood, in the streets, living the street life, I could consider myself the biggest liar. Why? Because I never got caught lying. So then, now that I'm grown, now that I'm mature, now that I'm a parent, now that I'm a husband, now that I'm a YouTube true crime content creator, that I know how important is the truth out there, due to the lies, due to that I was like the biggest liar. I recognize that when you as a man change your life, you have changed everything about you. That's the only way someone would change for real, for real. is changing all those things that were wrong. So Amy Conway said a lot on DM and DNA. Okay, got you. We could talk about that. We could talk about that. So to catch a liar, you have to be real good lying to get to know who's lying. To call someone's bluff, you have to be very, very malicious. You can't be naive. You can't be acting out here in YouTube like you motherfucker live in a bubble. You cannot. I'm gonna put it like this, right? If you can catch a liar, how the fuck you gonna catch when your children are lying to you? So now tell me how good of a parent you are if you don't know how to catch when your kids are lying to you. Just can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? We listen, we Sunday, we are in True Crime Church. Just think about that for a second. If you as a true crime aficionado, as a true crime listener, as someone that spent hours researching YouTube looking for true crime and for true crime content creators, if you don't know that those people are lying to you, how the fuck you gonna know when your kids are lying to you? So that just tell me not just the type of person that you are, but that also tell me the type of idiot that you are. Ignorant, uneducated, live in a bubble. You're naive. You are just as another child. But y'all want to sit here believing everything that any content creator, because the fandom, oh my God, this content creator got 100,000 subscribers. He must be popular. Blah, 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 blah. He must got it going on. Listen, you know you could pay for subscribers, right? You know that in YouTube, when you promote your video, you know that YouTube have the mechanism that you pay YouTube for YouTube get you subscribers. Do you know that you could pay YouTube to get subscriptions and views? Do you know that? Because again, if you don't know that, then you are very, very susceptible. Like you could lie to your own self. Is there possibility that you could lie to your own self, making your own self believe that someone is popular because they telling the truth, or because they on point? But what y'all don't know, that closed doors is the same people that are paying, especially those content creators that you seen in YouTube True Crime on the Idaho for Bryan Kohberger that went up fast and has all these views and shit. Do y'all know that we could pay YouTube for that? I'm not trying to pay YouTube to get subscribers or viewership. I'm not. Because I want the people that want to be here, I want them to find me and subscribe to me organically. I really want to know. I really want to know what's my real impact in the community, in the true crime community. At this day today, we have 2,100 subs that have subscribed to me organically. Yeah, I was here at the same time. The harsh reality, we probably started at the same time. 3 years, 3 years and a half ago. He's all the way up there, almost getting to 100K. Big shout out to Harsh Reality. We got mad love and support for Harsh Reality. Me, I got a channel terminated in 2,300. Getting shit lot of views. I could be on 10,000 by now. And growing. Pause. But look at what we are today, which I appreciate it organically. Organically. Without paying YouTube to get subscribers or to get views. Organically, y'all here. And that for me means more than me paying YouTube for subscribers and views. And then it's all created out of a lie. It's all created like a make believe. It's like we kids. Oh, I want to make them believe that I'm famous. I want to make them believe that a lot of people is subscribed to me. Make them believe that a whole bunch of people is watching me. But what you're doing is you're paying YouTube. You know how many web pages? You know how many web pages out there you could pay for views in YouTube and for subscribers? And they don't have nothing to do with YouTube. It's just web pages that you pay for subscribers and viewership. But then now when people do that, now you're going to have a whole bunch of idiots acting like children, naive as fuck. Oh my God, this content creator got a whole bunch of subscribers. Click subscribe to. Just because you see a whole bunch of other people subscribing to this idiot or to this other mofo. Oh, they got all these subscribers. Look all those views. I'm going to subscribe. I'm going to be part of that community. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. You stupid and you a kid. You call yourself a grown adult, but you let content creators here in YouTube true crime play you the fuck out. Actually, they're not even playing you. You playing your own motherfucking self. Stupid. It's like you hearing YouTube, but you don't know how YouTube works. And this is how we have a whole bunch of people lost in the sauce, thinking that just because a content creator in true crime, they just started like the other days, like a year ago, got shitload of subscribers, shitload of views. Oh my God, he's popular. He popular. Even other content creators, they should know better. Even other content creators, they should know better. They're giving credit to these motherfuckers that are paying for subs and paying for views. If the same idiots, they're giving props and promoting their videos and talking about them just because they make believe that they popular or they are somebody. What? What? You know, every time I look at these content creators, oh my God, Jay and Bree and da 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 da. Then True Crime Design, Drip Drop, and Jay and Bree, the Triangle of Satan. Oh my God, Drip Drop is so famous, so popular. Everybody likes his show. Oh my God. How you know that he's not paying? How you know that he's not paying for his subscribers? And then when you subscribe to him and you hear all the stupid shit that he talk about, just stay subscribed because y'all want to be part of the group. Fucking stupid. You know that I really see y'all like little childrens out there. I really listen. I cannot take the majority of true crime viewership, the majority of true crime aficionados that go and support those peoples. I cannot look at you the same. I watch, but I don't subscribe. I need to do my homework. So I see all these people in their chat rooms, right? I see all these people in their chat rooms, and I look at them. It's like if I catch you in my chat, I'm gonna talk to you. You know why the majority of the people that hate watch, and you know we got many right now, because they're not in the chat. But the majority of the people that hate watch and don't come to the chat because they know they were somewhere else. And listen, I bet you Jrod Point was watching. If I pop up in his chat room, he gonna be like, "What the fuck you doing here?" Listen, you could have just watch and not come to the chat. Listen, I rather you. This is why I believe that we have people. That we got 32 people watching, and it's only Amy Conway on the chat. Listen, I didn't even send this live stream to Twitter. I hadn't even shared this shit in YouTube. I have not shared this shit nowhere. But we have 30 people watching, and it's only Amy Conway on the chat. Amy Conway said, there is time, it's just me. I don't care. I'm here for you, brother. Hey, listen, says, I hope you know that your company means a lot to me. Just saying. Your company, your conversation, talking to you while what I'm sharing my thoughts and what I'm having this show is wonderful. Every time you in the chat room is very welcome, very happy, and I feel in the right company. So again, it's like I've been telling people, it could be just me and you in the chat. This is all we need. I'm good. Listen, I appreciate every moderator that we have. I appreciate every member that we have. I appreciate every subscriber we have. I do appreciate you though. And I mean it. You could come to the chat. Listen, if you subscribe to me and you pop up in the chat, I love you too, sis. And you pop up in the chat, listen, I take my words back. I'm gonna leave you alone. You subscribe, right? You subscribe. It don't matter who you support, but you subscribe and you come here and talk to me. I'm gonna leave you alone. We're gonna kick it. We're gonna hang out. I will appreciate you. I'm not gonna pick on you. I might talk a little shit, but hopefully, if I talk a little shit, you could deal with as a grown adult, not get a butt hurt and shit like, oh my god, first time on the chat, you gonna be mean to me? You should have known when you came to the chat. Listen, it's a 50-50 chance that you either gonna have a good time or you're gonna get embarrassed. It's a big chance. Two things are going to happen, and that's for sure. It's a 50-50. You either gonna get out of here laughing and gonna have the best experience ever, or you gonna you be mad at me. You be mad at me. I'm just saying, like, why I'm gonna tell you no when he's a yes. It's not a love, it's tough love. People think that no, it's tough love. I like to bond with people the fastest way possible, and the fastest way possible that you could bond with someone is going through shit. Listen, as our sister Jane, listen, we have had a YouTube moderation. discrepancies. Like I think me and Jay has like the most discrepancy. I have never had no discrepancy with no one. Like I love Jane. Listen, Jane is one of the best sisters that we have, and she's like the is like Amy Conway. She's very, very overprotective. She's very sincere. She's very forward. What she feels, she tells you, you like it or not, and I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. So big shout out to Jane. You're the best sister. You're the best, just like Amy Conway and Joanne. Um, that's my trifecta. That's my trifecta. Is Amy Conway, Jane, and Joanne. That's my trifecta right there. That's the girls right there. I love Rock Chalk, I love Rock Chalk, and I love Cindy and Kate Flynn and Mama J and all these other beautiful moderators, Megan Cole, all of ya. I really love and appreciate ya. But I do have my favorites. That's unfair. Why you do that? You should love me too. I love you. But it hit different when it's Amy Conway, Jane, and Joanne. It hit different. You cannot have better subscribers, moderators. You cannot. I'm telling you. If they are in the chat room, you're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a great conversation, and it's a good interaction. So big shout out to the sisters. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, the best that any content creator could have. And I'm very honored and appreciative of having y'all as our moderators, friends, and family. Um, it means a lot to me. So I appreciate the company. I appreciate the good times. I appreciate the bad times. You see, that's real family. When you could go through bad times and still be here. It's like rock chalk. We go through discrepancies and we right here. Cause family, YouTube true crime family. When it's for real, it's for real. So the content creators be out there like, what you mean? We here in true crime, YouTube true crime. We a whole bunch of strangers and shit. Well, I guess you never been like part of like I don't know if y'all remember the CB radios, like the truck radios and stuff like that. Back in the days, we used to have CB radios like on our homes and stuff like that. I used to have a three element horizontal with Astro 99 on top. For those that know about CB radios, y'all know what I'm talking about. I have a Ranger, I have a Cobras, I have amplifiers like we 6 chips and everything of amp. Listen, cables this thick. So for people that has have before had communications, it's like even on the internet, like if you've been on Facebook, if you've been on MySpace back in the day, if you've been on all these other sites, Twitter, Instagram, like you get to bond and meet people and create relationships and create networks through social media and the internet. At this day today, I have friends that I met through online, and is the realest people you could ever meet. The realest people. It's been people that I've been having tough times, and I don't like to share my tough times, but they love you and appreciate you and respect you so much that they see you kind of like going through something, like they could hear it on your voice or they could just tell whatnot, and they be like forcing the issue like, yo, what's wrong with you, bro? What's going on? You kind of like down and shit. You see, like people that you meet in the internet that actually cares for you. You know what I mean? Amy said, like, oh my God, CB radios had years ago here. Yeah, yes. Before people. Yeah. Remember, it was a lot of people. Uh-huh. Yeah. It was a lot of people back in the days. It was the way to communicate, especially in Puerto Rico. Especially in Puerto Rico, there is so many hurricanes coming by that the only communication that you get with the civil guard and even with cops and the city is through CB radios. Literally, it's through CB radios. You know, we take down the antennas and everything after the hurricane passed. We put the antennas right back and then start communicating with the whole city. You know, I mean, we actually, I had my equipment. I could communicate with anyone around the whole island, and I could communicate with people in other bands in United States. I used to talk with people from New Jersey, people from New York. Like I used to talk like my three elements. If I had it lined up right, just right, that thing was going. So I could have talked with a lot of people, even from around like United States, the Caribbean, and stuff like that. Especially if the conditions are open. If the conditions are open, oh my God, you listen conversation from very far away. Yeah, I know 50-50. Good people is bad people. It's like you just gotta give yourself the opportunity to network. You know what I mean? And I think that here in YouTube True Crime is great capabilities to network with the community and create bonds and create like a community that especially when you're a real person. Like over here, you don't have to worry about me telling y'all like, yo, let's meet in Discord, spend hours in Discord doing what when there's so many other shit that you could be doing in life. You know what I'm saying? Like if you spend hours in Discord in a group chat or whatnot, what kind of life you have, what kind of life you live in. You know what I'm saying? I don't I don't create Discords and not like I have one like to talk with King AK-47, the voice of the street, my boy, and stuff like that. That he got Discord and stuff, and for his show. But I don't tell my moderators, I don't tell my members, I don't tell no one, hey, let's meet up on the Discord and whatnot, because it's really nothing else to talk about. Like by the time I turn on the camera, that's my time to talk to you. By the time I shut off my camera, I'm done with you. Like not done with you, but I mean like we are not gonna like we catch each other on the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Like that's our communication. And my moderators could tell you we talk here that everyone could see what we talk about. We talk here as Amy Conway, as Jane, as Joanne. I have Joanne in Facebook, and we barely speak in Facebook. We used to talk on Facebook a lot when some situation that we had to handle. Big shout out to Joanne. But Joanne could tell you we barely like we could FaceTime on Facebook and we barely send a text. Like we there. She know that if she need me, she could reach out to me. The same thing we Rock Shot. She got my phone number. We barely text and call. Like, but they know that if they need me, they need to reach out to me. They have a way to do so. You know what I mean? Amy Conway, she reach out to me on emails or reach out to me here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even remember the last time that we had an email. I think last time that me and Amy Conway was in an email was when we was dealing with the situation, that crazy bitch. And we have not like, yeah, do y'all remember when these people were saying to not keep mentioning that fucking idiot name, um that they were saying like, oh, they ganging up on me and da 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 da, and ganging up. What you talking about? That's why y'all see me here. I was like, well, what the fuck this bitch is talking about? I don't talk with no one. Listen, I got too much shit to do in my life, like for me to start doing a YouTube true crime gang up on people. If you realize the same people that say that we're going through that is the same people that he was looking for help. Oh, yeah, should just well, what this bitch was saying? Go and report him. Go and report him. That's gang mentality. Not you telling people to go and report you. I had never told Amy Conway. I had never told Joanne. I had never told no one of our community to go and do nothing. The only thing that I ask is to please like, subscribe, and share the content. It's a cash app there. And listen, we have a cash app there. Ask Amy Conway. Ask Amy Conway or any one of my moderators if they have felt from me that I treat them different if they don't donate. Just ask Amy Conway or any one of my moderators, because um, I know that not everyone are financially able to do so. Jane, how many times Jane tell me like, you need to make a PO box, Jrod. I gotta send you some stuff. You know what I mean? Like she's nice. She's a sweetheart. And I listen, I'm gonna get a PO box. I'm gonna get a PO box. I'll do that. I appreciate you, Jane. I'll do that. But Amy Conway said never. Facts. I don't listen. I don't treat I don't treat my community no different than like in the same way I treat them every day. We here to talk about true crime. We're here to spend time. We're here to talk, and that's about it. You know what I mean? This is why when we see all these people talking about even that situation, even that situation with these fucking stupid ass Jay and Bree, um, I'm over here minding my business because he went and say over there on his show. He went and say over there that this content creator instead of being worrying about talking about the Idaho 4, I'm over here talking about him. Well, if I'm over here minding my business and I get this other idiot bringing me your whole background check and everything the fuck you have done and how much of a piece of shit you are and the fucking fraud that you are. Listen, I'm over here minding my business. I'm over here sipping the tea. I'm over here minding my business, doing what I does every day. I don't request information from none of y'all idiots out there. I don't need nothing that you could tell me that I don't know. It's really nothing that y'all could tell me that I don't know already. But then I was like, oh shit, this bitch came with this information. Thank you. Now I have an excuse to put it out there and blame some other motherfucker for doing it. Fucking idiot. Now I have the excuse to put out what I already know. I have the excuse to put it out and blame this idiot for it. Cause yeah, motherfucker, you was the one that came to me with all this other crazy shit. And I'm like, thank you. I told you I'm a piece of shit. I just need to leave me the fuck alone. That's what y'all need to do. Y'all need to leave me the fuck alone. Yeah, I know, bro. You good. I know, sis. You good. You good, sis. You good. You're a guardian angel. That's what you are. You're a guardian angel. And I appreciate you though. I do. But yeah, let's talk about the perfect crime. Let's start. We already warm up. You know, we are about to hit the second hour heavy, giving y'all all the news and all the other fuckery. Oh man, I tell you. Listen, people, and he's like, I don't care, but I do. Like people come on, like people watch the videos. Like, listen, I get more views when I'm lighting y'all the fuck up. Literally, I get more views when I'm lighting y'all the fuck up than when I'm talking about any other topic. I care, but I don't. Why I care? Because it's like, damn, listen, man. If I come here and talk about anything else that is not Idaho 4 and Bryan Kohberger case or Kiely Rodni, y'all don't want to watch it. Why? I was talking about the academics. Not even the YouTube algorithms help me to move that shit. But it's like, come on, give me a break. If you see me try to get out the box, oh, no, I appreciate me. I appreciate. No, it was a good live though. I think yesterday's live stream, if you ask me, it was a little better than the one from Friday. Because the one from Friday was like more fuckery than the substance. But then today it's like 2 hours of fuckery. And then I'll probably give you like an hour of like, some good shit. It's your fault. It's the fault of the haters. Listen, I have to report on it too. I have to give you the beat, the pulse of the true crime niche. Because it gets real and real quick though. It gets real and real quick. So let's talk about the perfect crime. We was listening to Howard Stern, Howard Blum, um, talking about the perfect crime, and I think we heard this way back then in 2022. Like, I don't know if y'all realize, like when Bryan Kohberger got arrested after that, it was so much like it was so many content creators talking about that. This is why I get to the conclusion that this is all information that they use from legacy media. But they're talking about the perfect crime. Can we talk about the perfect crime? Can we talk about the perfect crime? Right? What we have four young adults. And yeah, for those idiots there, they like to talk shit. I can barely understand what you talk about. I bet you, I bet you don't know how to read and write. What? 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 This is the type of shit we gotta deal with here in true crime. All right, so we got 4 young adults. They were slashed to death. We got 4 young adults that were slashed to death. They talking about being stabbed. Our topic right now is 4 young adults getting slashed, cut up. When you talking about a perfect crime, right? When you talk about a perfect crime, those details that come out of that crime scene, for you to not be able to get the killers, that's what it makes it a perfect crime. What is the perfect crime? Because the people above, the powers to be, are concealing what happened inside of this house. The people that are supposed to be looking after the rights of those that pass away in a brutal way. Because again, in the same way you want to highlight how how brutal was this massacre. When you like to highlight that part, after lives yesterday, I think FBI was misled by Moscow and the university. Because they only know what is being shared to them and they only doing what is being requested. And you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Because unleash the chain of command was Scott Green and FBI, and then let's use Moscow PD as a pawn. Then the shit hit different. Because Moscow PD had Brett Payne as a lead investigator. But it seems Brett Payne didn't do nor remember nothing. Even his partner from Moscow PD. Even his partner. They don't know. They don't remember it. They did whatever they did following the lead of the FBI. That's what it seems like. But again, if we go with what is being shared with the story that Moscow PD, the lead investigators, we could only think that Scott Green forced Moscow PD to look the other way and utilize the resources of the FBI as the boogeyman to confection behind closed doors what they needed to catch the killer, in this case, question mark, Bryan Kohberger. Because it seems that they have the name Bryan Kohberger way before Bryan Kohberger started living in Pullman. It seems that somehow police already had on the radar the name Bryan Kohberger, because he's like the newest guy in the block. So due to we know how culty the Greek life community is, that is a cult. Due to the cops are part of that same Greek community through fraternities and sororities, it seems like they pay close attention to every single new member of their townships, just in case someone from the Greek community needs a cover-up. And if someone from the Greek community needs a cover-up because they either one of the frat boys killed someone dumping under the bridge, or a slash of 4 young adults. The difference between those two cases, with the first one, they could have called it no foul play. They didn't need no one to frame. Or better yet, they didn't have no one they could actually frame and be effective. Like in the case of Brett Kopaka, they killed him, got away with him. And it's no one from the police department that are responsible for his death. They couldn't even use him to cover this killing of the Idaho 4. Ask yourself why. I believe because it was about to be a lot of people that would have come up and defend this guy against what the state wanted to do. Plus fucking up killing this man. I believe because he didn't want to cooperate with what was predisposed. Okay, he know a little too much now. Smoke him. He's not gonna cooperate. But now he know too much. Smoke him. Knowing that they could have got away with murder. Knowing that the system in Pullman and in Moscow, Idaho, is the same corrupted system. Is the same Greek life community running the DOJ, the Department of Justice in those localities. Is the same Greek community, Greek life, that is controlling all officers and FBI members. Your FBI agents, state troopers, all these people that were involved in the so-called investigation of the Idaho 4, every single person could get traced back to the University of Idaho. So now you tell me how a perfect crime could be put in place if it's not with the help of the government to cover it up. Because everyone knows to the 100% that when the state is not covering the murder, the killer will get caught. The story will make sense, and he will be found guilty in court. with the whole story making sense, with the police being proud of the job, the work that they did on this killing and this murder investigation. They proud of showing the whole world in the open court the great job that they did. Officers are proud of their work. DEA is proud of their work. FBI proud of their work. The court proud of their work. And they have open books for everyone to see. This is the person that killed these people, and this is the information that we have about it. And everything is gonna make sense. You're gonna feel it in your gut. Everything is gonna make sense when the state is not covering a murder. You will always find the killer, and the story will make sense, and that person will be found guilty. We will say that that person is guilty even though into proven guilty, right? But when someone got arrested and the story makes sense, is undisputable. But then when the government are those that are covering the killing, that's when in reality becomes the perfect crime, because the people that are investigating are the people that are going to do the dirty work to make sure that the right people do not get caught, because it's influential people, it's probably family members of someone important. Their families are in politics, and if these young adults get found as they really committed an atrocity under the University of Idaho time, it's gonna look bad for everyone. The whole Greek life community will be put in shambles. It's gonna be in question. How can you secure and ensure? How can you advertise that you come to the University of Idaho to be part of a Greek life community? You here, you safe, you are around brothers and sisters, people that have a common purpose and whatnot. We here, we are family. We are all vandals. We live a vandal, we die a vandal. But it's the same vandals that kill you, got away with you, and then they have the people on top to cover the killing. And the whole story, you could get the whole story of what happened here just listening to their bullshit. The only thing that you need after that is confirmation of all. The only way to get confirmation is having sources, having people in ground zero that actually know what happened. I repeat the same thing that I told you a long time ago. Do you have any idea of how many students didn't went back to school? Do you know how many students from the University of Idaho never went back to the university after this killing happened? You want to know why? Because they know what they're doing. Those people, those young adults that never went back, it's because they know something. And they know that what they know is a life or death matter for them. Because then now they realize that if these four young adults that were vandals got killed by vandals, is no guarantee, is no safety guarantee in that community. And they witnessed that. They seen four young adults getting slaughtered inside of a sorority house. That the whole block heard the screams. The whole block heard everything. Everyone inside of the house knew what was going on and who was doing it. And they never came back because they knew if it happened to them, they were the popular kids. If it happened to Kiely, Maddie, Ethan, and Santa, which them four were the most popular kids in the whole University of Idaho. Because again, if you don't know, well, I guess you have not done your homework. I guess you paying attention to what case. So all the students realize that if the four most popular in the whole school got slashed and killed by such and such, and they know that I know, that shit could happen to me too. They know. They never went back because they know they were not safe. Because they know they are witnesses. They are witness just knowing who the fuck did it. Knowing that the University of Idaho is forcing all the rest of the chain of command of investigation, Moscow PD, State Police, FBI. Even the resources from Pullman literally work for the Greek life community. Literally. The cops know that if you break up with the Greek life community in bad terms, something could happen to you. You might end up under a bridge. That's why in that one interview to that one lady where they mentioning Bryan Kohberger and whatnot, when that guy hasn't even lived there yet. Because they watching you. Because the cops know if you break up with the Greek life community in bad terms, it depends the gravity of those bad terms is what's gonna happen to you. That's why the cop brought it to the attention of that young lady. Because he know if you break with the Greek life community members in toxic way, in ways that your life could be at risk, it will happen. It will happen. Especially when you're dealing with a whole bunch of hard-headed motherfuckers that cause they rich. They know how many killings in that university they got away with. And then you see generations of nothing but fucking killers. And guess what? Don't you think that the Greek life community don't want those killers with them? Because they know that in case they need someone to kill someone, they have killers within their own ranks. That is the same motherfuckers they're gonna send to kill their own motherfucking members whenever time is right. Because you kill once, we save your life. You kill someone, we save your life. Now you own us. Now we own you. That's how it is, and it's a bottom line. The University of Idaho and the Greek community own those killers. And the only way they're gonna give up those killers is if they get caught, or they even think that they about to get caught on their bullshit. The only card that they have to get to pull the tail off the fire and act like the heroes is giving up the killers. Is in the only way the University of Idaho is not gonna fall. You understand that? First and foremost, Scott Green has to resign. As soon as you see Scott Green resigning, you know the pressure is up. Chief Fry already resigned. Now we're waiting for Scott Green. Soon as Scott Green resigned and they auditing, I hope you know they auditing. Whenever you see the news, and they probably won't even say it, but if they have the balls to show in the news that Scott Green is resigning from the University of Idaho, that's the day that we know the justice for the Idaho 4 is coming. They are going to try to get away with the cover up, not be responsible for it, giving up the real killers. That's in the only way that makes sense for them to not get in trouble and keep the University of Idaho and keep the money is after Kohberger, because again, I've been telling ya, big shout out to Tanel, thank you for being here. I've been telling ya, and the only way the University of Idaho will stand tall and it's gonna keep running as regular business is if the killers, if they give up the killers. The only way they give up the killers is after Bryan Kohberger get dismissed and go back home. Because again, I'm telling you, this is not going to trial. And if this goes to trial, this is the state forcing this shit through the court. Through the court, because remember, in the same way they were using the court to get all those falsified warrants, in the same way they have full control of Layton County, don't you think they have full control of Ada County too? This is the same Greek life, ladies and gentlemen. The Greek life from Idaho is the same Greek life from New York. It's the same Greek life, Greek road from here, from Alliance, Ohio. Don't you not forget that I live in a university city. Don't forget that the Mason Temple is few blocks away. Don't you not forget that I know the dean of Mountain Union College. Don't forget that my latest job, before I started my YouTube career, I was serving Mountain Union College. You could take that however you want. So I know the fraternities, I know the frat boys, I know the sorority girls, I know the Greek life, I know what they do, I know what they don't, and I'm also an insider. I know what they know. It's that fucking simple. It's just people that make it complicated, like, oh, how the fuck Jrod gonna know what he know? Bitch, because I'm in. I've been telling y'all for the longest time. Bitch, because I'm in. What are you talking about? Oh, it's impossible that he be in and he be an insider and say what he's saying. He will get in trouble. No, bitch. What about if I tell you that I've been sent to expose all the bad apples of the Greek life community? Because it's Greek life community members that are concerned of what's going on in Idaho. Because it's Greek life community members that I talked to from Kappa Sigma, Sigma Chi, people that I know that talks to me, that due to their connections with the fraternities, I get to talk to people in ground zero. Because these fraternities like Sigma Chi that are very worried of what's going on in Idaho as we speak today. Why? Because Idaho is giving a bad name to the Greek life. Because the Greek life from Idaho is giving a bad name to the whole Greek life all over United States. And it's the Greek life of Idaho and the DOJ of Idaho, law enforcement of Idaho, all these people that are part of the Greek life get found out in court on a frank hearing that they fucked it all up to protect the young kids. I don't want to say people gonna die, but mad shit is gonna happen. I'm not saying people gonna die, but it's gonna be a lot of shit going on in Idaho. There's gonna be mad shit happening in Idaho. It's gonna be a lot of people that they're gonna get out of commission. Again, I'm saying that they're gonna get killed. I'm not saying that. But whatever position they hold on the Greek life, it will no longer be. It will no longer be. They will get expelled of the whole Greek life movement. Because guess what? If you're gonna do something like that, you must get away with it, you stupid motherfucker. And we talking about the perfect crime. I told you everything gonna come back full circle. Everything will come back full circle. If you are gonna try to create the perfect crime, which that means that that crime is gonna be fully covered up, when you choose Bryan Kohberger as the suspect, you needed to have what you needed to have to cook this man in court. You couldn't get desperate. The only problem here that they wanted this resolved, they wanted to have a warm body in jail before the young adults from the University of Idaho come back from break, for them to feel safe. But guess what? Due to the majority of them knew who were the killers, they never came back to school because they didn't feel safe, because they seen what happened in that perfect crime. You want to talk about perfect crime? That's a perfect crime. When it's being assisted by the investigators and diverting their attention to someone else. So if you was about to do that, whoever you're gonna bring in, you better have done the dirtiest work ever. You must, for you to create the perfect crime, you have to make it a perfect crime. And that means that a perfect crime have no hiccups. A perfect crime doesn't have the even the doubt of anyone. That's why it's called a perfect crime, because it was a crime committed by someone else or other people, and they never got caught, even though it was their own blood in that house. That's the perfect crime. When the blood of the killers are inside of the house and it gets ignored for a particle of touch DNA. Make that make sense. Big shout out to Rockshot. Thank you for being here so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. We're talking about the perfect crime and the only ways to create a perfect crime. And the other question that I have is why the news media outlets are talking about a perfect crime when this crime, if it's consistent on the story that they have shared with the community, how in the heck is the perfect crime when that crime was not perfect? When a night shift with DNA was left behind, how can they talk about a perfect crime and how smart Bryan Kohberger was to not have no trace DNA nowhere around? You're gonna tell me that this man did all these multiple things right, but he did one fuck up. So if this person, Bryan Kohberger, committed this crime and everything was perfect, but one thing was not perfect, which is the sheath and the DNA on that perfect crime scene, how the fuck legacy media is gonna talk about a perfect crime when if the story was how they share it, obviously it's not a fucking perfect crime because a sheath with DNA was left behind, you motherfuckers. So how the fuck we're gonna have a Howard Blum talking about this was the perfect crime when it was not the perfect crime? The only reason why he's saying that it was the perfect crime, it was because whoever killed these people did not got caught, and he fucking know that. And if he don't know that, he been bamboozling everyone, even his own self, making everyone believe in a story that he was told to him. This is the story that you're gonna share. Do you know that all these people are connected to the University of Idaho somehow? It don't matter. Howard Blum is all the way on motherfucking New York. He's still connected to the University of Idaho. Who the fuck you talking to? Do you fucking homework? Y'all say that y'all do so much homework. Y'all said that y'all do so much homework. Why y'all don't investigate yourself, Howard Blum, like I did? Why you didn't investigate him? Why you don't find out how the fuck he's part of this puzzle? He got the allowance of making a book in the same way Scott Green made a book. That's not a coincidence. Do you understand me? That's not a coincidence that only Scott Green and Howard Blum. Oh, and Ethan's mom, the only one that have made a book. And you know that all these people are part of the same fraternities from the Greek life of the University of Idaho. Do y'all know this? Do y'all know this? For y'all to give the benefit of the doubt to the Chapins and give the benefit of the doubt to the to Ethan brother and sister, for y'all give it the benefit to all family members. Big shout out to Kara, because I always exclude Kara from the conversation of the rest of the family members. So how in the heck we're gonna have a Howard Blum talking about a perfect crime? The only reason why he speak about a perfect crime is because he know the killers are not getting caught. And if he don't know nothing, that means that he's straight up pushing what is being told to him to say. That's about it. The story that he put in the book, that was the story was given to him for him to share. It's not his story. It's a story that was given to him for him to write it and put it out. That's his payment. That's the opportunity is his payment for his work. In the same way, in the same way, in the same way, JLR, Bullhorn Betty, and Chronicles of Olivia got the opportunity to Paramount Pictures the same way WSU Kim got the opportunity with Paramount because they all are part of the group of narrative pushers. All of them. They all are the same group of narrative pushers. Their payment is having the opportunity that they have been given to make money, subscribers, views, push. The same things that I've been saying no to because they know the shit that I've been talking about here. Listen, I talk my shit. Talk shit. I talk my shit. They know. And this is why they have reached out to me. This is why they try to get in my emails. This is why they've been trying to get Jrod Point on their side. You know one of the latest narrative that they gave me? Oh, listen, you're gonna say that you found out a bombshell information. Remember, bombshell and breaking news. Bombshell breaking news. Who's the content creators that use bombshell and breaking news on their titles all the fucking time, like they are legacy media? Just think about for a second all those content creators they use in the title bombshell breaking news. And the shit that they talking about is just shit that they fucking guessing themselves or is being pushed by these people. It's either or. But the footprint is right there. Me being reached out to like, hey Jrod, you're gonna say bombshell breaking news and you found out these new information that it clarified to you that Bryan Kohberger is a possibility that Bryan Kohberger is guilty. Because they know I'm one of the biggest, if not the only, real supporter of the truth. The real supporter of benefit of the doubt, because the story that you brought up to the community is fucking bullshit. And I did call that bluff. I did call that bluff as soon as I found out what I know today, 2 weeks after the killing. That's why I had that conversation with Moscow PD. Because I realized that they fucked up. I realized what they were doing. I realized that they diverting all their attention from the real killers to a Bryan Kohberger that didn't have shit to do with this shit. I knew 2 weeks when they had started changing that, when they clear everyone, when they cleared the killers, when they cleared when they clear everyone, family members and everyone. I made that call. I was like, fuck you. I'm gonna let you know that one person in this world that is a content creator on YouTube True Crime know actually what the fuck you're doing. So I called to prove to them, no one else. I called to literally prove to them that I knew everything. This is why sometimes I feel that gag order is cause me. Because I told him very clear on the phone, everything that you put out, I'ma challenge it. I literally said that before I hung up, telling them that I know the University of Idaho don't want no blood, no part of this. And they changed like their mood. As soon as I said that, it was a change of mood. That's when I told them, well, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, everything that y'all put out, I'm gonna challenge it. And guess what? A gag order. Because they know that he's one content creator out there. One. They had the balls to call him and tell him exactly what the fuck was happening. And just think about this. How many students didn't went back to the University of Idaho? They know what the fuck happened. They were part of that group chat. Same students that are connected with other people in other places. And you're gonna tell me that those same students that know that could have happened to them, do you really think that they're not gonna talk? Especially when they hear someone actually literally just telling the people this is what's going on. Since 2022. And then now we about to get a Frank hearing. Then what? We about to get we about to get a Frank hearing. Because remember, they said that first meeting, the judge didn't want no one to take that as a Frank hearing because it's not a Frank hearing. The Frank hearing is gonna be decided soon. Either must happen or either won't. If the Frank hearing don't happen and y'all found Kohberger guilty, well, guess what? They're gonna fight that shit. And if Judge Hippler wanna be done and over with, because again, in the same way he told you that he's not happy of taking care of this case, I believe that Judge Hippler will try to have a resolution to this case some way, somehow, so he don't have to deal with it himself no longer. No longer. So I believe that Judge Hippler will grant the Frank hearing because I believe that is the only way to trial. The Frank hearing is gonna purify this whole case. And the only way to know if the prosecution got this man cooked up, so like that they don't waste taxpayer money, because they see how Trump, they have a new DA, they have a new, that lady, I'm telling you right now, everything has changed in the DOJ because the new lady on the DOJ. They cutting out money. They try to find out where the money go. They try to find out if you wasting your time in court. They're trying to find out at this day today which cases are out there that are wasting our fucking time and taxpayer money. This is what we listen. If they talking about getting rid of the Department of Education, which is it should not happen. They never they must not get rid of the federal Department of Education, because then the states are gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do with no type of regulation. So that means gonna be states that you're gonna have a weirdo school, a school that is nothing, that they teaching weird shit. And it's gonna be one of those states, one of those rainbow states, that are gonna start pushing the most fucked up shit to your children if the federal government don't have control of the states. But they want the states to have control of the education system in their states with no supervision from the federal government. They want to fuck the life of young children at early age, to grooming to be how they are. Because this is the problem that is in the United States right now. Groomers, people that want to groom young children to mold them to what they want them to be. So the young children push their agenda. Confused young children that don't know nothing but what the adults tell them. The ones that supposed to look after their well-being is the same motherfuckers that are using the children to push their agenda. So I'll say that to say this. Perfect crime. How? How can legacy media talk about perfect crime when it was a night shift with DNA allegedly left behind by a perfect criminal? Just make that make sense for a second. Is it me? Is it me? Or is it them? They try to force people to believe, like push false information down people's throat, because they know people is gullible. People is people out there. Listen, is people out there that literally act like zombies. This is the part where we go and say, do you believe anything you hear? And we're gonna go back to the question of Amy Conway about DM. You know, her what she heard about DM. All right. I will ask our community, do y'all believe anything that it comes out of DM or any of DM friends? First and foremost, do you believe anything Dylan Mortensen told even the cops? Whatever she shared with the cops? Whatever she didn't share with the cops? Whatever she was talking about? Do y'all understand that every single motherfucker that it was involved in that crime scene got lawyer up? Thank you, Rod Chuck. I appreciate. I do not believe anything that came out of Dylan Mortensen's mouth, just because the gravity and the brutality of the killing in a very small house with paper walls. What are you talking about? I don't care if that bitch was drunk. She knew what the fuck was going on. I don't care if this bitch said that she was drunk, high, on perks, on motherfucking Xanax, and motherfucking. I don't give a fuck. You knew exactly what was going on, to who was happening, and who was doing it. Because it was a party inside of that house before everything happened. It was a whole bunch of shitload of people that it was literally the send off for Kiely. Because everyone got inside of the house to party it up and say bye to Kiely, because it was the last time that she was ever be around. So everybody, Jack Decor, and everybody was there at some point. But then whatever the fuck went wrong, By the time the killing started, everybody left. Now the question is, why? Just because Bethany Funk didn't want nothing to do with what happened. She lawyer up. Dylan lawyer up. Jack DeCoeur lawyer up. Adam lawyer up. Joe Walter lawyer up. Because his family's part of the DEA office. What are you talking about? His family worked with fucking Bill Thompson. What the fuck who the fuck you talking to? Who the fuck you talking to? Everyone lawyer up. They never came back. They talked to the police whenever they had to talk to. They never came back. They never came back. So what you gonna do when the University of Idaho tells their own students, lawyer the fuck up because we got you? Even if Moscow PD try to fuck with you, we got you. Don't worry, we got them in the pocket. FBI, they come fuck with you, we got them in the pocket. What are you talking about? Lawyer the fuck up and shut the fuck up. We do the rest. Having the Dylan Mortensen boyfriend or her friend try to save face. Who the fuck you talking to? I believe that, big shout out to Gretchen. Thank you for being here. Very appreciate it. I believe that you got to somehow, okay, and you know who I'm talking to. And if you hear you're listening to me, you know that I'm talking to you. I believe that you confirm who was talking in that video. I believe that you went and confirmed somehow the person that he was talking in this video, and you did confirm that in actuality this man is boyfriend of Dylan's best friend. How the fuck, as a content creator that you say that you are so fucking smart, you have listened to this killing of this case, you have listened to all the bullshit that he has come out of, not just the Dylan Morrison shit, everything about this fucking case. How the fuck you, as a content creator that call yourself so fucking smart, gonna give any motherfucker credibility to not just Dylan Morrison or any motherfucker from her camp? Because then now that's gonna make me put you in question, giving you as a content creator giving credibility to this fucking idiot. Because yeah, he could have say half a lie, half a truth. Because yeah, I heard the video, I seen the video, and you cannot trust not a fucking thing of what he talking about. Because obviously he's only saving Dylan Mortensen's ass to make her look good. Oh yeah, the FBI threw her under the bus. The only thing that I could get out of that video and out of your analysis is, in the same way I already knew that the cops in Pullman and Moscow PD have Bryan Kohberger already in the radar in case something goes wrong that year. This is the motherfucker we're gonna frame. This is the same motherfucker wanna work in Pullman. Oh, he think he's so fucking smart and shit, but no one likes him in school. No, this is the same motherfucker that if anything goes wrong, it's the same motherfucker we're gonna frame. That's the only thing that I could learn from what you were saying today on your live stream. The only thing that the FBI already had a name, Bryan Kohberger, and they were working backwards with no evidence against the guy. They were creating and fishing evidence as they went. That's the only fucking thing. And that's if, and again, I don't believe a fucking thing that it came out of his mouth. You do. You do. I don't. But if I go to believe anything, then I believe that then the FBI Moscow PD already have the name Bryan Kohberger way before they had anything else, even any motherfucking DNA. Because the DNA that they got it when they arrest Bryan Kohberger. Then you have DNA in the sheath. You don't have DNA in the sheath until you do what you do and get Bryan Kohberger swab. Of course, after you get fucking DNA, then now you have DNA in the sheet, you stupid motherfuckers. Is it me? If we're gonna believe anything these motherfuckers said, the only thing that I could believe is that he slipped up something that he was not supposed to slip up, and it was the Bryan Kohberger name was already on their portfolio way before they even had fucking DNA. That's the only thing that it could come out of that. Because I do not believe not a fucking thing that it came out of his mouth. Nothing. 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 In the same way, Howard Blum and Megyn Kelly try to make it sound like Bethany wasn't there. You know how many content creators here in YouTube, true crime, big and small content creators, have said that? Oh, I believe Dylan wasn't there. I believe Dylan and Bethany wasn't there. I believe they were somewhere else. So why the fuck? And again, in the same way, it's all a lie, right? So why the fuck, which it could be a lie too, but then how the fuck Chief Fry in the early stages, big shout out to you, and thank you for being here. In the early stages of the investigation, they said that the two roommates were in the house. That both roommates. Oh, you don't have to apologize, Joanne. You are home. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you. Much love and support, Joanne. You know we love you. The only one he's missing is Jane. Jane, where you at, honey? Where you at, Jane? But how the fuck any content creator will say like, oh, Dylan wasn't there, oh, Bethany probably wasn't there. Megyn Kelly saying that one of the roommates was not there. What are you talking about? Just because she's the one that didn't want her to be in the victim list? Just because whatever she told the cops they couldn't use, because whatever she told the cops was pointing at the frat boys. Oh, we can't use that. Fuck it. You know what? We're not gonna even have her as a victim and nothing. Listen, you good. We don't have nothing to do with you. You could go. Did you heard this bitch saying that the frat boys fucking did it? No, yeah, shut the fuck up. Don't say none of that shit. Just act like you didn't hear nothing. And then use Dylan Mortensen, because Dylan Mortensen knows something. Dylan Mortensen is the most suspicious people of all. I told you, if they put the bracelets on Dylan Mortensen, if they would literally arrest Dylan Mortensen after she told him, oh yeah, I call people and all these. Man, listen, he's another content creator that I appreciate. I appreciate her and I support her, but at the same time, when she said like, but where the fuck you hear that it was Dylan's phone that it was used to call 911 and da 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 da. So you're gonna tell me you didn't fucking hear none of this shit before the gag order? Because she said that today. Big shout outs to you. We love you. You know we love you. But you said that stupid shit today. How the fuck you not gonna know that he was dealing Morrison's phone, the one that he was used to call 911? That's what the story was in the very beginning. And that she called people to come to the house. That was way in the beginning of this case. What the fuck you was? For you to say today like a bubblehead, oh, but how, from where they get this, they're dealing more on some phone and this and this and that. Man, shut the fuck up. How the fuck I support you like I support you, but I heard that dumb shit out of your motherfucking mouth. I don't want to think that you only know what you read in the fucking papers. Or you only know what you read on the court papers. Like, where the fuck else is your full investigation and awareness from everything that is being said since way before Bryan Kohberger got caught? Or is it everyone focusing on after Kohberger? Because if you focusing on after Kohberger, you motherfucker lost. You fucking lost. Because then where's the fucking details about you paying attention to what was discussed and talked about in the very fucking beginning? That he was dealing Morrison's phone. They called these motherfuckers to come inside the house. That it was the same fucking phone number on that fake 911 call. Didn't y'all see when they were asking for the owner of the house, they were Bethany Funk, even though she's one of the owners of the house that is renting there? Did you see Bethany Funk passing the ball to someone else? That's exactly, if that 911 call is real, that's exactly what happened. Every time they were being asking certain questions, they were putting different people to say different shit. Because they knew everyone was in trouble. Because they knew no one should be there inside of that fucking house. Especially when y'all motherfuckers didn't call the cops. How the fuck we have people in WSU? How the fuck we have people in WSU knowing what happened inside of that house way before the cops did? Just think about that for a second. If WSU chat rooms knew about what the fuck happened in that house way before the cops got there, you know the fucking dealing were calling people. You know the dealing spread that shit. Do you see Bethany? Do you see Bethany? No, Bethany, she was asked by the cops, who's the owner of the house? She was like, oh, okay, I'll get it right now. She closed the fucking door and went and find something. Went and get Santa. Went and got Santa for her to speak to the cops. When she could have talked to the cops, that's how you know that Bethany don't want nothing to do with none of this shit. Because she know exactly what, listen, she don't want no part of this shit. She already know too fucking much. She know in the same way they die, I could die too if I stay here and say something. That's why she left and never came back. She's one of the students that left and never came back. Why? Because she knows she could die too. Listen, when I love you, I'm going to be tough on you. And I hope you're listening. If I love you, if I appreciate your work as a content creator, you know I'm going to be tough on you. In the same way I've been tough on Speakman Holding, I've been tough on Harsh Reality, I've been tough on everyone. Because I love you. I appreciate you. But I'm going to be tough. I'm going to be that big brother. They're going to tell you the shit that you don't want to hear. But then when you act like you're so fucking smart, you know everything about this fucking case, but at the same breath, I heard you saying like, oh, how the fuck they know that he was dealing more his own uncle and because they fucking it's being shared. It's being shared. It's being shared. This knowledge is being shared since the beginning of the case. Confirm or not confirm, this information was shared with the masses way before the gag order. That's why I expect you, because I have you in a high pedestal. I didn't expect, actually, let me say, I didn't expect for you to say that. That fucked me all up. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? So some way, somehow, I still feel the content creators that actually believe that Bryan Kohberger is innocent, they still don't have the fucking balls to point at Dylan, to point at Jack Decor, to point at all the motherfuckers they needed to get investigated to then get clear by investigation and not save face. Not by face value. Not by interview you. When I interviewed you, now you lawyer the fuck up, and the only way I'm gonna talk to you if I really have something against you. But then having something against you, I have this the fucking University of Idaho and Scott Green behind my fucking ear telling me that you better not investigate none of our kids. You better not investigate no, not one motherfucker from this school. It's in the only way every motherfucker got clear without any type of investigation. Because you know how much data dump? Do you know how much cell phone data, IG, Instagram, all TikTok, motherfucking Snapchat? Because you know that even though the Snapchat conversation disappeared, they still safe on the server. It's not like it's gone. Anything and everything that is popped on internet, it gets saved somewhere. Do you understand that? The NSA have that motherfucking information. Who the fuck you talking to? Who the fuck you talking to? Do you know if the feds right now want to pull everyone's record, everybody's fucked? Do you know if they pull everyone's cell phone records and GPS system and Apple, whatever the fuck, and all this other shit, they will know where Santa and Ethan was? Oh, it's an Apple Pay receipt. They will tell you clearly, as Kara will tell you clearly where Santa was at some point in the same fucking video. Oh, but they can't have that. That's why we don't know that where Ethan was, Santa was, where they don't know nothing. You know why? Because you didn't do what you needed to do to know. Because in the same way, you said that you was about to spend all this other money. If you get more hours, you only requested between 3 o'clock to whatever the fuck, right? Just for one person. What about if you would do the same thing for everyone? You had $1 million from the governor of Idaho just for this investigation, just for you to not have a motherfucking excuse that it was too much money to be spent investigating this case. You didn't even have to get into your own cookie jar to get money and finance for this investigation. You didn't have to do none of that shit, because the governor of Idaho gave you $1 million just for you to investigate this case. And I believe he would have give you more money if it was needed. Because just for all the data between friends, family members, haters, and everyone else that you could think of that it was surrounding these people that died, it would be just $1 million on internet data, between internet data and cell phone data between Apple and Jrod. It would be $1 million if they would really investigate everyone and would have got the data dump off everybody. It would be just $1 million just for that. Just for that. Because they were saying it was like what, $100,000? if they would have requested more money, more data for more hours and stuff like that, it was about to be $100,000 just for Bryan Kohberger. So just imagine if they would have done their job, it would be $100,000 pair each, and we're talking over 20 people between students, staff of the University of Idaho, fraternity sororities, Greek-like members, family members overall, because you have students that die, they have brothers and sisters in the same fucking college, in the same premises. So you needed to get all the data from everyone to know what everyone knew at that time and point of the killing. None of that shit occurred. None of that shit happened. It was no 48-hour investigation like you watch on the fucking TV. They were literally eating donuts and waiting for between Scott Green and the FBI figure that shit out, and then we using Moscow PD as a pawn. Because even though Moscow PD was the lead investigators, they didn't do a fucking thing. What the fuck Moscow PD did besides collecting video that they couldn't use, collecting AT&T data that they can't use, and they still manipulated the shit to make it look like whatever the fuck they wanted to make it look like. And then they destroy the fucking evidence that they need to fucking use and give to Ann Taylor for them to be like, haha, you know, we got you client, right? You know he's cooked, right? Because this is what we did to get to him. We got a 22 request for discovery. That's unheard of. And you know why they keep asking for the same shit? Because it's the same shit that they got for Bryan Kohberger arrest. They can't even recreate the cell phone cast data that they utilized for the secret grand indictment because the fucking idiot deleted everything that he did. He recreated whatever he recreated with flaws, give it to the prosecution put it on a secret grand indictment, but then now you need to give your information, however the fuck you put that cast together and how you got to those conclusions. All that information, you needed to pass it direct to the defense team so the defense team have on their hands of how the fuck you got to those conclusions. The motherfucker delete everything. In the same way the IGG shit, all that shit is gone. Bill Thompson told you, whatever she's asking me for, it do not exist. So if it doesn't not exist, it cannot be used in court. If it cannot be used in court, it gets dismissed. Just because you have a trial date don't mean that a trial will occur, because you still can vacate that shit. Is it people are grown adults? Are we grown adults in true crime, or are we just make it believe? Again, that goes back to say, do you believe anything you hear? Can you take your own conclusions? Is this a perfect crime? I don't know. Y'all tell me. I want to get to the chat. I want to make sure that everyone get love. I want everyone to say hi to everyone. I want everyone to have a wonderful Super Bowl Sunday. If y'all want to know who I think is going to win, if you ask me, it'd be the Eagles. Because if the Chiefs win, It was all scripted. That's my personal opinion, and I'm allowed to have it. So I want everyone to have a good Sunday, football Sunday. I know Rock Shack love her Chief. I appreciate your Rock Shack. Go Chief for you. But you know, even you Rock Shack, you know that the league love the Kansas City Chief, and you know what I mean. But if the Kansas City Chief they win, we will be very happy for Rock Shack. We will be very happy for her. But it's still, I would still have my own belief. Yo, that shit is scripted. You know what I mean? But in my opinion, the Eagles have a better team, more consistent. Yeah, the Kansas City's 15-1 and whatnot. They did great. They did great, but a lot of games were very close, and it was like a lot of referees called that he was under favor and whatnot. In my opinion, the Eagles have played cleaner games and more dominant games, so that's why I believe the Eagles might win. But hey, the Chiefs are the Chiefs. They could win any given Sunday. So big shout out to everyone that is fan of the Chiefs. Big shout out to Tanel. Big shout out to Amy Conway. Big shout out to Rock Chalk. Big shout out to Joanne. Big shout out to Jane. I know she's not here today, but she'll watch the replay. She always does. She's amazing, and we have so much love and respect for every single moderator, member, and subscriber that we have. I really do appreciate everyone for spending time with me, allowing me to talk my shit, allow me to talk my shit. I very much appreciate each one of y'all for keeping me company, though. Thank you so much for everyone here, though. I really mean it. And again, I want you to think about what we spoke today. Is this really a perfect crime or a perfect cover up? And you believe everything you hear? I don't know. No, thank you, Tanel. I appreciate you, though. I appreciate you, Amy Conway, Rock Chalk, Joanne, all of y'all. Y'all are very amazing people. Grant, he was around here earlier. I really appreciate your company. I appreciate your conversation in chat. I appreciate y'all for being part of the On Point family. And I really wish everyone to have an amazing Sunday with your family or with whoever you spend your Sunday with. Okay. Want to make sure that I show love, sharing your comments, because they are very important to me. Amy Conway say, I use my own brain, Papa. You know how we do around here. We don't play. Big shout out. Tanel say, I'm not American, so I don't care about the Super Bowl. And it's Monday in 6 hours anyway. Oh, big shout out to you, Tanel, though. God bless. And wishing you to have a wonderful Monday. Um, Thank you so much. Thank you for being here, spending time with us. And as always, if you appreciate, you know what we do here, send some love right there in the On Point family. Cash App. Anything y'all could do is always very appreciated. I know that not everyone is financially stable enough, or even if you're stable, you know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, I'm going fucking. But no, everyone that had like weekly, they literally just send us love and send us messages through the donations and stuff like that. I really appreciate the support from everyone. And That'll be it from this beautiful, magnificent live stream. I'm your favorite host, your favorite brother, your mother's favorite son, the black sheep. Believe in yourself because I believe in you. If I did it, you could do it too. I ain't nothing special. I believe that you're going to take the best decisions in your life for yourself and for everyone around you. Love yourself, take care of yourself so you be able to love others, and take care of others. I love you very much. And as always, I'm going to leave you with your favorite song, my favorite song. You so sexy. Hey.
La que me tira a la guiña, aunque andes con su man, vamos a misionar.